I'm Daniel Berlant in the CAL FIRE Information Center with an update on the aircraft being used to fight the fires across California. A lot of people wonder, what is the role of firefighting aircraft in a fire siege like this? Air tankers, helicopters play a vital role in dropping fire retardant and water from the air, allowing firefighting resources on the ground to contain a fire and slow it down and even stop it. But let's break down exactly what they do on the fire. First, fixed-wing air tankers typically drop fire retardant from them. That fire retardant is dropped ahead of the fire on the vegetation, the grass, the brush, the trees. That fire retardant coats the vegetation, so by the time the fire burns up to it, the flammability of that vegetation is significantly reduced. It takes the heat out of the fire, allowing those ground resources to really take a stand against the fire. Now, our helicopters are typically dropping water. They're dropping water on hotspots, usually in tandem with where the fire resources on the ground are working. In combination, the air tankers slow the fire down. The helicopters then later come in and drop on those hotspots. You won't see air tankers and helicopters working at the same time in the same area. So if you don't see the air tankers flying, that may be because now we've brought in helicopters. The helicopters are typically not as visible as the air tankers. So if you are wondering, why aren't there aircraft flying? It may be because they're reloading, it may be because they have been moved to another fire, or it may be because there are helicopters in that area working with the ground resources on the ground. That doesn't mean the fire is continuing to burn out of control. It doesn't mean there's not enough aircraft. It just is part of the strategic change in resources. We are continuously moving our aircraft around from fire to fire. Now, our aircraft are not necessarily assigned to the same fire throughout the day. We move and prioritize our aircraft based on three things: life, property, and natural resources. So they are constantly changing their priority. During this fire siege, we have dropped over 2.7 million gallons of fire retardant and over 2.8 million gallons of water. That's a significant amount of fire retardant and water that just goes to show how big this firefight has been from the air. And this has only been the numbers as of the last week. I want to bring in Bryce Bennett, who is joining us from Mcclellan Air Park, one of our many air attack bases situated strategically across California. Here in Sacramento County, that air base very busy.
That's right, a pretty consistent flurry of activity here at Sacramento Mcclellan Airport. This is where CAL FIRE has its Mcclellan Air Tanker Base. This is the aerial wildland firefighting hub for Northern California. This base has the capability of supporting small and very large air tankers. And we can fill those very large air tankers with a full tank of fuel and a full tank of fire retardant in under 30 minutes to get them back out on the firefight.
Now, that air base, just one of 13 air attack bases CAL FIRE has situated and stationed across the state, strategic for a quick air attack no matter where the fire is in California. Of course, our federal partners have a number of air bases as well. All of them allow us to get to any point in California in less than 20 minutes. Now, with the current fire siege that we are battling, we have brought in a lot of private air assets. We have also activated the National Guard, who is supplying us with helicopters and aircraft. Those aircraft, 4 C-130s, have modular air firefighting systems embedded into them that allow them to act as air tankers. They're also supplying helicopters for water dropping, reconnaissance, as well as rescue missions. Now, we train every year with the National Guard for situations just like this, and those aircraft playing a vital role in this firefight. Hopefully that has answered some of your questions about the role that our aircraft play. Remember, it's the aircraft that slow down a fire so that the firefighters on the ground can contain the fires. If you want to learn more about our air fleet, you can find some information on our website, fire.ca.gov.